next up in the phase, we'll be talking about the 3 main ways of entering into the state, of which he breaks them up into 3 different categories. You have a spontaneous phase experience where you essentially just randomly find yourself in a lucid dream, astral projection, and or an OBE, but because you didn't do it on purpose, and this book is about trying to do these things on purpose, we basically won't be talking about that anymore, except for the fact to say that if this is your first time ever having a phase type experience that you happen just to randomly, luckily stumble into, that can still be extremely beneficial for you, if for nothing else, just to give you a taste of what the experience can be like, and then also to let you know that you indeed can achieve it. Then the other 2 main methods would be the indirect method and the direct method. And now, contrary to how the names might sound, the indirect method is definitely way better and a lot more reliable. And for any people out here familiar with the lucid dream practices, when I explain what these things are, it will make perfect sense to you. So the indirect method is basically like a version of wake back to bed. One of the cool things about this though is he actually combines basically like my modified wake back to bed technique that I essentially just like stumbled into and never really heard much other people talk about. He actually combines that exactly into his indirect technique. So for the indirect technique, you do a classic wake back to bed thing where you sleep like whatever, 6 hours, right? Wake up for a little while and then go back to sleep. So normal wake back to bed technique. But then my modified approach comes in there after the fact to where you want to make use of all these like natural awakenings that you'll be having, which you'll have a lot more of after getting like a good 6 hours of sleep, right? You'll just naturally wake up, hopefully not for very long, fall back asleep. So you want to use those natural awakenings to try a bunch of the different techniques and things he'll outline in here, which we'll definitely get to. And then the direct technique, as most of you could probably guess, is when you try to enter into the phase upon initially falling asleep for the night. So definitely a lot harder to do that, because then you have to go from like, you know, through stage 1 of sleep into like stages 3, 4, the deep sleep stuff, and then hit REM and try and get lucid or try have your, you know, phase experience within the REM state. However, if you just want to consider hypnagogic liminal dreams as phase entry, which, you know, they are, then I find doing that upon initially going to sleep to be actually quite easy and simple to do once you kind of get the hang of it. But anyway, that's it for now. Catch you on the next video.